Welcome to another video. This channel is Walking with Purpose. This channel is made for those who are trying to discover their purpose through God. This channel is for us to walk as a community and to encourage each other each and every single day to follow Christ. So my hope is to walk this journey together. If you guys would like and subscribe to this channel, that would be amazing so that we can grow, so that we can encourage even more people to follow Christ. There's a lot of things I want to talk to you guys about, and it's about what God is doing in my life. It's been an amazing month for me. And it's been a month where I've been asking God to show me what He wants me to do, to show me what my purpose is in life. And it's been difficult because sometimes you pray and ask God and you don't hear anything back, or you don't hear what you want to hear. Because He's not always going to give you a direct answer. He's not always going to tell you what He wants to do directly. But one thing about God is that He's going to lead you there, and He's going to give you signs, and He's going to put people by your side that will help you and that will guide you. And for me, that's my aunt, that's my church, that's my pastor, even people at work who are followers of Christ who just encourage you and talk with you and you're able to have great conversations with. So this week, God has been putting a lot of things in my mind. I've been having a lot of visions, and I've been thinking about what I want to do, what I want my next step to be, what He wants me to do, because for each and every one of us, He has a purpose and He has a plan. And usually that plan and that purpose is something that you have been through that He has brought you out of. And for me, one thing that He has brought me out of is addiction. Like I said in my last video, I was in a treatment center, a year-long program. I was an intern for 6 months. And after my 6 months, I was hired as a coordinator, and then I was hired as the manager. And in that position, I was able to grow a lot in my faith, in my walk with Christ. I was able to meet a lot of good people. And I was also able to help those who have been through addiction, which was amazing. That's what I wanted to do. That's what the Lord put in my heart. And I know that He kept me there for a reason. But then I messed up. I relapsed and I went back to my old ways. And it started slowly. It started with the things I was watching on TV, with the people I was talking to from the past. Old thoughts started creeping back in, and I had lost that connection that I had been building with Christ. And I forgot about the things that He had instilled in me and the things that He had taught me to do in those situations and the things that I learned from that program, and I relapsed. And after I relapsed, I was sent back through the program. Thank God that they offered me another chance. And I did another 3 months as a student, and then I did 2 months as an intern again. And during that time as an intern, that second time around, I feel like the Lord was leading me to leave and to walk in faith, because that chapter of my life was over. What I had to learn, I already learned it. What God had to instill in me, He already did that. And it was hard at first because I was used to the place, I was used to the people, I was used to the routine that I was having every day. But I listened to God and I left. And after I left, I ended up in my aunt's house back in Pennsylvania. She brought me in and she's been a huge help. And now what I am praying to God about is, I know that You have brought me out here, and I know that this is where You want me to be in this season of my life. What are You trying to show me? What's my purpose? What do You want me to do? Because it is so easy to feel stuck, especially when you have the same routine every day, which is wake up, go to work, come home, wake up, go to work. And that has been my routine for the last 2 months. And I'm kind of impatient. I want things to move. I want things to happen quickly. And that's not always how God works. God still is molding me. He's still shaping me. I'm not where I need to be still. I know that my faith still needs to grow. I know that God wants to see if I'm truly relying on Him and if I'm truly believing the promise that He made, and if I'm truly believing on why He brought me out of where I was. And like I said, I've been praying a lot. I've been asking God to give me wisdom, give me knowledge, just to deposit a vision in me of what He wants me to do and how He wants me to move forward and what my ministry is and what my purpose is. And the weirdest things started to happen. Like I said earlier, I was working at a rehab, a Christian rehab center. And for the last week, I kid you not, each and every single day, I've been seeing the same people that were in the program. All right, let me say that again. For the last week, I've been seeing people that went through the program when I used to work there. And then I started praying to God. I'm like, God, like, why are you showing me this? Like, why am I seeing them daily? And what do you want me to do? Because every time I went home and I thought about the encounter, I thought about what I could have done better. I thought about the things I could have said. I should have prayed for them. I should have talked to them. I should have encouraged them, and I didn't. And one day I went to CVS with my cousins, my little cousins, because they were getting some snacks. And I see this one guy, and I remember that I had a conversation with him about 2 years ago, and he wanted to leave. And I told him, I don't think it's the right time for you to leave. You know, you've been here for a short amount of time. I think you should give it some more time and think about it. And he had been through the program already twice. And I saw him at CVS, and, you know, I said hi to him, and that's it. We didn't have a conversation. I said, what's up, how you doing? And he said he's doing good, but he didn't look good at all. And I went back up to my aunt's house after going to CVS. And then me and my family decided to walk around town and go to downtown, and we did. And then I see him again at a park, which is a park where there's a lot of homeless people and a lot of drug addicts, like down in the center of the city where I live. And I see him again, and I'm just thinking, like, wow, like that's crazy. All right, no coincidence there. Then I see him a third time, and I didn't talk to him. I didn't say anything. I didn't approach him. I was like, wow, what are the coincidences that I will see this kid 3 times in one day? And that night when I got home, I was sitting and my spirit was sad. I'm like, God, like, what do you want me to do? Like, I feel sad that I didn't approach him and I didn't talk to him and I didn't encourage him or pray for him or give him the word or give him a testimony of what you have done in my life. And my spirit was sad, and I was just looking down, and I was like almost crying. And then a thought came to my mind, oh, the trash needs to be put back. It's still in the street. So I walk outside, and I kid you not, he's crossing the street. And I'm like, this is from God. This is from God. God wants me to do something. So I run back in the house, grab my keys, run back outside, and try to find him. And the Lord was just like, just invite him to church. Just give him your testimony. Just talk to him. And I did. I screamed, I yelled out, and he came, and I told him about what God did for me when I relapsed and was going through the same thing that he was going through, that he's going through right now. And I invited him to church. He didn't have a phone, so I was like, all right, so just meet me here in the corner, and let's figure out from there how we're gonna get to church. And he said, okay, what time? I said 6. All right, cool. Next day comes, I go outside, I go to the corner. He didn't show up, which I didn't understand, because God, you put him in my path and you told me what you wanted me to do, but he didn't show up. So I'm like, fine. He made that decision not to. But all that I want to say about this whole thing that I've been ranting about, is that if you trust God and if you're connected to God, he will slowly start to show you what your purpose is in life and what he wants us to do. He wants us to pray for people. He wants us to help people. He wants us to do good. And in my experience with addiction, I understand what the brother is going through right now. And I know the things that I can say and what I can say probably to help him. And I can share with him my testimony. So my encouragement to you is, start sharing your testimony. Start sharing what God has done for you and what he is doing in your life. And stay in connection and in communion with him, because slowly he will start revealing those things to you. Now I have a clear vision of what he wants me to do in my life and what direction he wants me to head. And I'm just staying faithful that whatever it is, it will happen. It might not happen now. It might not happen in a year from now, but eventually it will come, and he will make those things a reality. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys. But I've been going through this month and what I have experienced and how I have grown in my relationship with Christ. And hopefully you guys can share in the comments below what God has been doing in your life and how you're trying to navigate life and what are you going through, and we can start a conversation. Thank you guys for watching.